Vemos cómo la transición energética constituye el fenómeno más transversal de la economía, con implicaciones en todos los sectores de la sociedad.
You know, sometimes we are underestimating the real impact of energy on inflation. Some people say, if you increase interest rates, you are going to aggravate the recession. I would say, if we do not rein in inflation, the outlook for growth will be much worse. Monetary policy is about credibility.
When it comes to the green transition, though, I don't think monetary policy should be paying attention to it. I think it's fiscal policy that should be giving incentives for the green transition in the form of taxes on polluting industries, carbon emissions.
Disponer de datos e información adecuados es la base fundamental sobre la que se deben tomar buenas decisiones. Y sobre todo, y de manera muy especial, en el mundo de la energía.
Applying rationality as citizens, as executives of companies, entrepreneurs, but also asking governments to apply this rationality when we think about energy planning for the future.
The transition to green energy needs investments and changes across the whole economy.
To bring down energy costs sustainably over the medium term, governments should act to dismantle the regulatory barriers preventing the uptake of renewable energy, prioritize upgrading the electricity grid, and foster investment in renewables.
There will be more jobs created than what will be needed in the longer term, and there will certainly be more jobs created than will be destroyed in brown jobs. What I expect we're going to see is that there is a higher demand in the beginning, but once we start settling down, we should get into a steady situation where the labor being used is approximately the same as we have now, which is about 1% of the labor force altogether.
I think that sooner or later we will have a much more united energy market in the Union.
And think about the research necessary with the funding of governments and the interaction of governments, universities and companies to think about new sources of energy for the future.
And the second aspect I would like to stress is who is responsible for the green transition. Let me say very clearly here that the first line of defense are governments.
Governments should be better at targeting support than doing it across the board. Why should they do it like that? Why don't they give it only to the bottom 10%, 20% of incomes? We know that low-income families spend more out of any additional income they get because they're more restricted in their spending by their low income, so that when they're given something extra, they're more likely to spend it than high-income families who most of the time they would get the money and put it in the bank and forget about it.
The kind of incentives that we have to put in place should not eliminate the price signal. If we subsidize the price, we are slowing down the reduction of the dependency of fossil fuels from Russia, delivered by Russia.